What kind of orders does your mistress give you? Are you a pervert? What was the most memorable session you've ever had?
She sent me to the market in a skirt.
In the new episode of Can't Ask, we are with Selim. Selim is a slave. Hello, Selim. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Are you ready to answer the questions our followers asked?
I am ready.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Selim. I am the father of 3 children. I work as a laborer in a factory.
Why would anyone want to be another person's slave?
It's not something we can choose. Let me put it this way. You don't set out saying, I'm going to do it this way. We are not the people that people see from the outside. Let's say this is a sexual situation that we live within ourselves. So we don't harm anyone. If we do harm, it's to ourselves. We can't stop doing this. We can't stop being slaves. We do it to ourselves. It's something we live between 4 walls.
When did you first realize your desire to be a slave, and how did you start?
I loved wearing skirts ever since I was a child. After I came back from the military, I met an escort lady friend of mine. I would go to her house, and there I would wear a skirt and serve her. And as I took orders from her there, I realized that this feeling was born in me. Then I started to research, and I decided that this was slavery. I loved taking orders from women.
Do you wear skirts because you feel like a woman?
It's something I've been wearing since I was a child. I wore skirts more or less until I came back from my military service. I wore skirts around the house in secret, but I didn't feel like a woman.
What kind of orders does your mistress give you?
Clean the house, wash the dishes, bring my tea and coffee, things like that. She can say, wash my feet. She says you can kiss my feet. She says this as a reward, so she can give orders like this. She puts a leash on me, makes me wear skirts. There are incidents of whippings and beatings. But because I have children, because it will leave a mark, I don't prefer it. When I started this, I talked to them and told them that I don't accept these things.
Were you subjected to violence or humiliation in your childhood?
This has nothing to do with any beatings, violence, I don't know anything like that in our childhood. This is a feeling that comes from childhood. This state of slavery arises from a similar situation related to sexuality. When I was talking to a female friend of mine, for example, I would feel small next to her.
Do your family and friends know that you are a slave?
They don't know. This is something that belongs to me. It's private. I am the only one who knows, and my mistresses know.
Are you a pervert?
I am not a pervert. This has nothing to do with perversion. It's something that comes from the soul, from within us. On the contrary, I love children very much. Also, when we say pervert, for example, this is not about hitting on women. I like taking orders from women anyway. That's why I have nothing like being a pervert. I'm definitely not a pervert.
Being a slave. Is it an act that only rich people do as a result of insatiability?
No, it's not. I'm not a very well-off person. But I can invest whatever means I have today in order to be a slave. I don't need to have 5 billion or 5 trillion for that. This is something that comes from within me. It is about my specific agreement with my mistresses.
How much money have you spent on sessions so far?
I don't know the amount. I don't remember exactly. But I've invested every penny I could get my hands on in this slavery thing.
Do you have sexual intercourse at the end of the sessions?
We don't have sexual intercourse at the end of the sessions. Because after the session is over, you already feel enjoyment as if you had intercourse. We don't need it.
What was the most embarrassing thing your mistress made you do?
For example, she made me wear a skirt. She sent me to the market in a skirt. When I entered the market, everyone was looking at me. They would look at me and say, look, a man is wearing a skirt, and I would hear them laughing at me. Finally, I paid for my purchases at the checkout. I bought cigarettes and stuff at the checkout. The female cashiers at the checkout laughed too. So I inevitably felt a sense of shame there.
What was the biggest physical harm you suffered?
Normally it has to be physical harm. But because I have children, I already talked to my mistresses before I started my sessions. I didn't want any physical harm to myself because I didn't want to be scarred, so that my children don't know. But normally you can be whipped. They can pull your ear or slap you. They can use violence like that. There may be things involving urine and feces. There are people who commit similar acts, but I have never done it. Would I say no if they ordered me? I wouldn't. I would definitely accept it.
Whose slave would you most like to be?
I don't want to name a specific person, but I like to be the slave of all women. So if any lady walks into this room and gives me an order, I would definitely do it from my heart.
What is the biggest order you like to be given?
They put me on a leash, they make me wear skirts. I can be their ashtray. I can be their ashtray while they smoke. They can put ashes in my mouth. They can force me to cough up phlegm, extinguish the cigarette there, and make me swallow it again. So I get orders like that.
Have you ever met your owner in your social life?
Yes, I met her with my children when my wife was away. Since my kids were with me, we just kept it casual, like talking to a normal friend, and just asked things like, "How are you?" and moved on.
What is the most memorable session you have ever had?
Cleaning their toilet with my tongue. Similar to that, washing their feet, kissing them, licking them. There were sessions like that. I couldn't forget them.
Are alcohol and drugs used in these sessions?
Alcohol can be used in these sessions, but it is used by the mistress, not the slave. You are already a slave. You can only do what you are ordered to do. The mistress can drink alcohol or smoke a cigarette. She does whatever she wants. You just wait on your feet under orders.
Do you have any limits?
I mean, I don't really have a limit. As I said, I have children. I can do anything without letting them notice. In a way that they don't know, I can do everything. As long as a woman gives me orders.
What was the most extreme thing your mistress made you do?
When I was on the internet, on social media, even though the women there didn't know me, they would give me various orders when I told them I was a slave. I mean, they could order me to dance, play games, bark when the leash is on, take the position of a dog, wag my tail, etc., and so on, even on the cam.
Have you ever received psychological help?
Yes, I have visited a great deal of doctors, psychologists, and psychiatrists. I mean, I really wanted to get rid of this situation, but the last doctor I went to told me that it was a fetishism and that there was no cure for it. You will continue to live with it in secret, he said. So he said, you will continue to live like this until there is a cure for it. Right now, I am still receiving psychological help. I'm being treated.